It's hard to imagine the hits NFL players take who have short careers and then are left wondering how they address their aches and pains and even more serious issues.
Recently, the Methodist health system offered a service that could definitely be considered a game changer.
Are you ready for another one?
Cowboys legend Too Tall Jones was always ready for whatever stood in front of him. Today is no different. One of around 50 NFL players and more than a dozen spouses who recently had a free health screening at Methodist Dallas Medical Center.
Now go like this, put it right under your ribs, and I just want you breathing.
The average NFL player will play 2 to 3 years, and so most of them aren't making the money they need to survive the rest of their life at their early 20s. And so they get to the point now where they really are in need, and they don't seek out the right health care or the right advice.
Who knows better than Dr. Archie Roberts? He founded the Living Heart Foundation and hosts around 5 of these screenings a year because he's a former NFL player and he's aware of many of the after effects of playing a brutal sport.
Metabolic problems, heart problems, and you mentioned traumatic brain injury.
Arlington native and Mansfield High grad Stephon Taylor was a running back for 4 seasons with the Arizona Cardinals.
I think it's important to know what's going on with your body, make sure everything is going well, because I know for myself, I really don't get checked out as much as I should.
The NFL Players Association estimates that several hundred former players live in DFW, and this is the first type of screening like this in North Texas since 2017. But no doubt it won't be the last.
This is very much in a lot of ways an underserved population from a healthcare standpoint. They have direct access to healthcare while they're playing, but then as soon as they're done, you know, who's there to watch out for them?
When people think retired NFL player, they think about the prestige that comes with that title. But most of these guys aren't Hall of Famers, aren't all pros, independently wealthy, may not have an NFL pension or insurance. Programs like these will always come in handy. And Brooke, trust me, I spent a career covering sports, and I see some of these former athletes, the great ones, the ones who had a cup of coffee in the NFL, and the way some of them move, you're like, man, good luck.
But you know what? It's so good that there's so much more awareness about these issues now, and that it's being brought to the forefront, and that there are programs like this to help them.
And hopefully they take advantage.